Welcome to Joshua Tree Reptile Haven. I think I want to start this video by saying we do not have a product that we sell. We don't have a bottle of soda pop that we can just mark up the price and people will pay it and drink our soda pop. We don't make t-shirts that we'll just charge more money for. We don't make baseball hats that we just charge more money for. We don't give you electricity that we just charge more money for. The only thing that we have is their stories to share. So our donations are a big deal. We recently made a video about that, and you're free to check it out. I will put the link in the description. Second, some positive news. Mango, the leopard gecko, is coming home. Not only is he coming home, but it looks like he is doing remarkably well. So there is a positive outlook. I specifically zoomed in on all of this to show those of you that say, well, I wonder how many animals you have, or you need to give us a full tour. We just don't have the time. Positive news number 2 is Ted. We have Ted that's doing remarkably well. He's moving around. We've stopped giving his pain medication every single day. Positive outlook. Not always the case. For those of you that have been following along recently, you know we've had some pretty bad luck. I say that, but really we provided animals at the end of their life something they probably never even had, and that was respect. As we get closer, you might hear a gas pump running. We have some people that say, well, it sounds like you're complaining, or like you're whining, or this channel is not just a tortoise channel. This channel is a tortoise sanctuary channel. This channel is here to educate people on everything that it is to be a tortoise sanctuary. And we happen to be the largest in the country. No, we didn't do that because we have magic or we raise more money than anyone else, or we just did that simply because we cared. These water tanks right here are how we provide water for everything that you've just seen. Underground, where we just walked, and all the way down here, and all the way over there, and all the way down here, there's pipes hooked to these tanks so that we can provide water. Here where we live, electricity is on a tier system, so the more you use, the more you pay for all of the electricity you used. We don't pay the cheapest rate for any electricity. We pay the most expensive for all of the electricity we use. There are a lot of animals here and a lot of electricity is used. I heard a beep, must have been a text or something. I thought the phone was overheating. So gas water pumps is the best way that we can do it because the electricity is just too high to pump the water to the enclosures. But just as in our comments, a lot of people ask all the time, I hope these people are giving donations. Why don't the people meet you halfway? Why don't the people X? Why don't the people X? Well, we don't do this for the people, we do it for the animals. And if we would expect the people that are needing to give up the animal to do much of anything, we'd be failing the animal. We have to make sure that we don't have a great excuse why we can't take care of them. That's where we're different. Hey! We make sure that we're dependable. There's no excuse that is good enough for them not to have what they need. So we just don't depend on anyone else. but ourselves to do that. And we pick up the pieces. Now, I don't mean that as in the people that support us on YouTube. Amanda is over there dragging a 250-foot hose, and the reason why is this is one of the gas engines that we use to pump water. And the gasoline in the state of California has so much ethanol in it that in only about 6 to 9 months, it eats up all the gaskets and it starts to leak fuel everywhere. Now, this specific one is one of those cheap kind from the company that nobody wants to talk about that they shop at, Harbor Freight. This is not an endorsement of Harbor Freight, and they don't sponsor us in any way. I'm just being honest. And the reason why was the price. But the problem with that is it doesn't have the pressure to move the water. So now, since it has burned up, the parts are not replaceable. We need to switch to a high pressure gas water pump. And the reason why is electricity is just too expensive. Now, some of you may ask about solar. I will just tell you this. We are surrounded by solar fields, commercial solar fields, and there is not one of those solar farms. I am talking about hundreds and hundreds of square miles of solar just right over the hill from us. And not one of those solar panels sits out there for any longer than 10 years at the maximum. Most of them 5 years before they're replaced. In order for us to do solar, that means that across all of this area that I just walked, we would have to have wires. See, most people forget when they see all that vast expanse of solar panels of the tens of thousands of miles of wire that's buried under the ground. Then we would have to have inverters because solar doesn't create the power that all of this uses. So we'd have to invert that power to do so. And we'd also have to store that power with batteries so that we could use it when we needed it. Specifically, at nighttime in the winter, they need heat. Well, there is no solar at nighttime, so we would have to store that energy. So now the infrastructure for that is just massive. So as far as solar energy to pump the water, I still would have to create everything that I just told you right here where these pipes are. This was what we thought was the easiest solution. Or not the easiest, that's not right. The best solution with what we had to work with. Now this pump is no good anymore. We're gonna have to switch to a higher pressure style, but that's where we're at as a sanctuary. Now I hope for some of you guys you enjoyed getting to see all of that. We just try to do right, and for some people that might be hard to understand because there's not a whole lot of people that believe that in this world. Including, I'm sure, a lot of people that don't understand that that's why we do it. So as we don't sell a product and we don't have something that we can just mark the price up on. We just try to survive and do what's best for them. Because most of these animals don't have anyone else. That's just not a catchphrase or some BS. I gotta get going. I'm gonna go help Amanda. So there is over 50,000 square feet of enclosures that we walk every single day. I would like to show you, well, these all have water, but these water dishes, as you can see, they're shallow. Yesterday we had winds in excess of 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour. Those water dishes will dry out in a day. So we don't have a choice. Every day we have to walk with water. The high pressure sprinkler systems, I'm trying to, start to get windy. We can't use them when it's windy, the sprinklers, but my thought is if we put a water dish in the path of the sprinklers, it will help us to provide them water on a more constant basis. This is a good example here. These tortoises have already climbed in that water, peed, and those are urates. Well, to think that we're going to come back over here and provide water to every single one that this happens to in a day. Yes, some of them we will. It's just ludicrous. So this is what we do once a day. Thank you, everyone, for following along. A little bit different of a video. I hope that hey, this gonna give love? Oh yes. Oh, I know. Thank you. Hey, you can't get closer because the camera's on a selfie stick. There we go. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh, I know. So for those of you that wonder, well, how do you take care of all those animals every day? We just take care of these animals every day. Just as. So how Amanda doing? She's over here right now. I want to show this. A lot of people have been asking about, oh, more video, more video, more video. We have 400 videos. There she is. We've started to carry phones now to try to get video. There's Hank. Tim and Harold haven't, we're never fighting, but they don't have any aggression issues. We do need to get them separated for psychological issues, but Hank needed somewhere to go. So this is Tim's enclosure. Once we can get Hank an enclosure built, then we will get Tim in here. They're right behind us. So now that that gas pump doesn't work, we'll have to rely on this smaller one for a giant area. There you go, guys. Thank you for following along. Thank you for supporting us. I say us. Them. Hi, Hank. Just want to come say hi? Hank was found on a freeway in Southern California. Well, the wife might be upset for me showing that one on the internet. I'm sure she'll see this. Sorry, honey. Hank, you going inside your house? For the tortoises that have their houses like this, they absolutely love them. They work out perfect. Oh, I know. Okay, go in there. Let's put this on 0.5 there. So a lot of people say, oh, they need shade and they need flowers, and they just destroy everything in their pens. But this is what he wants. This is a box that's a little bit bigger than he is, so he feels safe and secure. And it's his. Now, it will get across the top here, it will get flaps. But during the summertime, we have to leave them open because the heat gets trapped in here. That's why we put them. So in the wintertime, the heat gets trapped in there that we create. So the heat mats are already out of here. But these wood houses, but it's nearly $1,000 to build this house. Oh, see, there she goes. She's on the move. Roll the hose up in the wheelbarrow in a very specific way so that she can just walk and undo it. Well, 15 minutes. Say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Until the next video. That probably was terrible because it was zoomed in. Until the next video.